Heard you loud in my face. People claim that they be loyal.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go. Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go. Chance, my chance, my chance. Kill. Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. There we go, kill. Okay, right there, 54. Watch. And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Gun. One set. Check Mike 54. 26.
First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 43. Hey, kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the motion. Check. 36. Deuce. Check 4. 49. Young lady. Check 49. Watch twist. Watch safety creep.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Antoine Woods in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Lady, undercut, red 80, undercut. Hey, Charlie. Right there.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Six guys. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
We're going to 54.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and this is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, get out there, Can't move it, you got to get that. Check 45, go. Check 45, come on. Who that? Here we go, 46. Zoom. 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Lucky.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just...
And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Shift. Hey, kill. 126.
Running it with their receiver, Cooper. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Walk 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. We're going to 53. Shift. Here we go. Going to 54. 126.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end.
Come on now.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Bell. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 31, check 31. 25, check 25, check 25. No. Red 80.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Powell the first down and more. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time to Bell. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Check, lady. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run it with Bell. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 39, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Going to throw deep for the ends. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 29 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Under. Motion. Let's 57. Here we go. Going to 54. Line. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. Get out there. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Come on. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Mike's by 4. All day, every day, any day. Slam. Check the backer. And ladies, switch.
They'll go again with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. To throw is Darnold, escaping the pressure right. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Now, ladies. 54.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold going deep now for Herndon. And that will be incomplete. Dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Jim. Switch.
Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right here. Alert 3. Man, 80. Kill.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Malik Collins. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. On 1st down, Elliott works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. Down to the 25.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All day, dog. Man, lady, switch gears. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Ladies,
Powell takes it from Darnold, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Watch 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right? A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
45. Mike, 45.
Prescott now. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott yet again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Bell running right. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check 43.
Again, it's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 4. 49. Check 49. Man, 80.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Matthias Farley.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On 3rd down, Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.